The Rock Metal Podcast, episode 70, with Rusty Shipp. So, Rock Metal Nation, what is up? This is John from the Rock Metal Podcast. That sample you just heard was Tip of My Tongue by Rusty Shipp, who I've got on the show with me right now. They're a nautical rock and roll band from Nashville, Tennessee, USA. And we're going to be listening to that song as well as one other while finding out more information about the band. So, guys, welcome to the show.
Hey, John, how are you tonight?
Thank you.
I am fantastic. Thank you for asking. How are you guys?
Great.
You're doing great, man. Awesome.
We've all got our tea. I've got my chocolatey chai. What do you guys have?
We're matching here with the chai tea feeling. Yep.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Chai tea all down, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. All right, let's go take those sweet emotions and go ahead and listen to that track again. Tip of My Tongue.
Just won't come around to become a sound. Make some sense of this feeling I have found on the tip of my eye. I can almost see the other side, and I break down and cry, visited by a glimpse of the divine.
So speaking of having chai tea on the tip of your tongue, cool track, really good track. What was the inspiration or story behind Tip of My Tongue?
Well, Tip of My Tongue is a song Rusty Shipp, wrote about some experiences that I've had. I think a lot of people have these experiences in their life that they can't really explain, where they're kind of hit with an overwhelming feeling that almost makes them want to cry, just kind of they're hit with this euphoria. And that can come about through, nostalgia or music or encounters with the divine or things that kind of make, and you're like, what is this feeling? It's like powerful feeling of euphoria, but you can't really explain it or grasp it. It's always just left on the tip of your tongue. So that's kind of what the song is about. What are these feelings? And it's like my attempt at trying to put it into words, but the words elude me.
Yeah, on the tip of your tongue, but they don't quite escape the fortress of your lips.
Exactly.
Ooh, deep.
Exactly. Right there.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now, guys, was there anything unique or different maybe about the writing process when you guys were working on the track?
Well, I was writing the song, and I actually took different sound bites and music ideas out of an arsenal of music ideas that I have just written over the years. And for this song, I took some of the music ideas that I thought were like the catchiest, that fit this kind of vibe, and I assembled them together. So it was kind of a process of 2 or 3 years actually, putting this song together from snippets of like what I considered to be like the best melodies and stuff through the years.
Like the best of the best, yeah.
Yeah, this song was kind of like the best of the best for me. I took like 4 or 5 different snippets and put them into one song. So that's kind of how the music came together, so to speak. It was kind of a Frankenstein type thing.
Well, and uniquely, even though you mentioned that, it doesn't sound like that at all. It sounds like one cohesive unit that just,
Yeah, it just worked out well like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's just so many times where I'll listen to a band because they submit something, and I'm like, well, I can totally tell that at least 4 different people worked on it, or I can tell that it was, a combination of different things. It just doesn't flow. It just doesn't sound right. But that's the cool thing about this track is it flows.
Yeah, and this song, honestly, it was my attempt at making a song that was as good or better than Everlong by the Foo Fighters.
Wow.
That was my goal in writing this.
Yeah.
Because I thought, okay, what song is out there that I wish I had written? And I was like, you know what? I wish I had written Everlong.
We all wish we wrote Everlong.
So I was like, what is it about Everlong that makes it so timeless and so amazing? One, it starts off with an amazing, catchy, melodic guitar riff, great verse melodies, great, powerful chorus melodies, just a raw, rockin' track. And so I try to take all those components and do the same kind of thing in my own song.
Very cool stuff. Let's go listen to the next track, Devil Jonah.
There was a man, or maybe a monster,
I come back from Devil Jonah. Same question for you guys. What is the story or inspiration behind Devil Jonah?
I'll let you tell that.
I'll tell it. I feel like AJ's not getting any time, but
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
being the main songwriter in the band, it's kind of about me. Well, Devil Jonah. This is a song where I was trying to really make something that had kind of some all-out nautical imagery for a song, because as you mentioned, we are a nautical rock and roll band.
Yeah.
And so we kind of have this nautical theme to our band, which we think is just kind of cool, interesting, and artistic. And so we've got a lot of thematic songs, which we think make us stand out a little bit from, typical rock bands out there. So Devil Jonah was really going all out with the whole nautical thing. But it still has this our typical grunge rock vibe in it, and kind of a little bit of a surf rock element to it. But the lyrics itself it's kind of me telling a mythological, legendary tale about some kind of sea monster or sea demon, Devil Jonah. But it also has kind of a message to people today of just kind of beware of your actions, because it will catch up with you. Like
In the end.
it catches up with you in the end.
Yeah.
Like the chorus is Devil Jonah gonna pull you down to the bottom of the ocean because no one wants to go to hell alone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, just kind of some cool, interesting imagery going on there.
We tried to really capture that in the video that we shot for that. Rusty's actually getting pulled under the water, and the next scenes you see is us in Davy Jones' locker, so to speak, rocking out. We're drenched because we've all been pulled down, and now we're in Davy Jones' locker, just jamming away.
What else do you do in hell other than barbecue and play rock music? I mean, come on.
Exactly, right? Yeah, it's hot,
right, dude.
sweaty, just having a good old time, right?
I don't know about that.
All the girls Billy Joel sang about.
Oh, snap. Oh, dude.
Well played, sir.
Well played. I'll drink tea to that.
Drink some tea to that. Rockers drinking tea. Now, you mentioned a video for that, and so what you have to do is send the link to that so that I can post that on the show notes. So, Rock Metal Nation, if you dug Devil Jonah, then you're definitely going to dig the music video as well. So if you go to today's show notes at www.therockmetalpodcast.ca, you can see the music video for that as a bonus. Now, I'm curious, kind of both questions, like what was unique about the writing process for Devil Jonah? Anything stand out?
Devil Jonah was interesting because it's similar to Tip of My Tongue. It came from me going through my music arsenals, listening to different things that I had written through the years, and this one riff just hit me. I was like, man, this riff, I haven't used this yet. This is awesome, and I feel like this could be like an awesome rock single. And the riff just like got in my head. So basically I made the whole song around this riff. I dissected it, figured out what chord progression was kind of going on behind the riff, and then that chord progression became the chorus melody. So it's kind of interesting. The whole entire song kind of was formed from the bedrock of a single riff, which is kind of cool.
And then it's got a huge time change at the end for the breakdown too. So
yeah, cool time changes all throughout.
It's nice because it throws a curveball at you. It's not really what you're expecting towards the tail end of the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, and something that really stood out for me with that song is just I don't know if it's the bass or if there's something else, behind it, maybe like a synthesizer or like an octave pedal or something, but there's just a really driving, deep-sounding bass sound that is just fantastic.
It's got a heavy bass line. Yeah.
Yeah. And we were using like a lot of like heavy raw effects on the bass, so that could have something to do with it.
Cool. Yeah, helps it really stand out and really acts as the undertone to the whole song. Now, I'm curious with the music video, are any cool stories or unique stories about the music video, or maybe the design behind the music video?
There was what did we do? We did a couple of slow-mo shots there of my bass drum, That looked. I was a fan of that, the way it looked after we were done, and then having the water beat off of the cymbals when we did some slow-mo cymbal crashes and whatnot.
Sure.
But,
and the other thing is that day that we were filming the music video, we were all completely sick as dogs.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like our bass player,
he was dying.
He was practically, literally dying.
He was up napping in between shots, and we would go prop him back up.
Anytime he wasn't on camera, he was dying on the couch, and we're like, "Hey man, I know you're dying, but can you just stand up over here and help hold the bass?"
You look at him; he looks extra sweaty because we were convinced he was running at like 103 temp.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole time.
It was crazy. Like, I couldn't talk. Like, and I'm the singer of the band, so it was just like funny that I'm trying to act like I'm singing and like I can't even make any sound from my voice.
You kind of lost your voice a little bit there too.
Yeah, I lost my voice, and like the AJ right here on drums, man. You were like out really late the night before.
I was coming back from Indiana. Yeah, I had to go to a funeral. And I came back from Indiana. And nobody told me at the drummer that you're in every shot. So I'm playing over the loudspeaker of that music playing for about 8 to 10 hours.
Every single shot,
he's
in the background.
I'm just wailing away. So I told Rusty jokingly the next day I woke up, I said, I felt like a truck hit me because I hadn't played for that many hours solid, I don't think ever.
8 hours, man. Dang.
You know, you got all the shots. You got to do what you got to do. That's rock life, bud.
Yeah.
That's what it takes to be a rock star, man.
Yeah.
Now,
it was fun. It was real fun.
Cool. What exciting news you guys have coming up for Rock Metal Nation to pay attention to? Any additional music videos, upcoming further albums, tracks, EPs, tours, anything like that?
Well, we're going to have another single that we're going to be releasing fairly soon, but we're not releasing what the name of that is yet. It's going to be a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very cool stuff. All right, so Rock Metal Nation, we got another single coming soon. Obviously, the title is a mystery right now, but definitely if you keep in touch with Rusty Shipp, you're going to be able to hear that single soon. So if you dug what we heard today with the 2 different tracks, you're definitely going to hear what comes down the pipeline. Now, next logical question is, how can Rock Metal Nation find out more about you guys? Is there a website that they should go to?
You can go to rustyshipp.com. Rusty Shipp is with 2 P's. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of where all of our stuff is centrally located in one spot. If you want to find out more information on the band and get in our inner circle, you can actually sign up on our website to become a shipmate. Mm-hmm. And once you're a shipmate, we will send you updates, a shipmate update, to keep you tracking with what we are doing. And we're on all the other social media things. Facebook, we're on there regularly posting stuff every day.
Every Wednesday, too. We do a Wacky Wednesday.
Every Wednesday we do live interviews and do an update on what's going on in the band.
And we're on Twitter at Rusty Shipp.
Yep. And Instagram at Rusty Shipp Band. So, yeah, we're all over the map. And, yeah. And we came out with our album, Mortal Ghost, pretty recently. So we're really proud of that. That's been getting a lot of traction and on Spotify, and it's taken off on Spotify. We're getting a lot of press for that in overseas, in the UK, and also in America too.
Canada too, recently.
In Canada too.
It's really been blowing up in Canada too. So
yeah, so we're stoked that everybody's loving our album. They're speaking high praise of the album, and also like every track on the album. They're speaking high praise on it, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, all right, so Rock Metal Nation, if you dug what you heard today and you want to find out more and you want to stay in touch, go become a shipmate by going to rustyshipp.com. That is rustyshipp.com, because you can never have too many P's in ship.
Nope.
And if you're on Spotify, go ahead and check out the Mortal Ghost album. You can definitely look them up by going to Rusty Shipp on Spotify, or just go to rustyshipp.com, become a shipmate. Sounds like it's the best thing since, I don't know, chai tea on a Wednesday night.
Yeah,
there it is.
Boom.
Here's the Thursday morning.
Exactly. All right, well, guys, unless there's anything else you wanted to throw out there, I just wanted to thank you for taking time out of your day to come on to the Rock Metal Podcast and sharing your creativity with Rock Metal Nation.
Thank you, John, for everything.
Thank you so much,
appreciate
man.
your time.
All right, Rock Metal Nation, hopefully you just found your new favorite band in Rusty Shipp. Big thanks again to them for coming on and sharing their music with us. Make sure to head over to www.therockmetalpodcast.ca to get all the information on the show you just heard today. And until then, rock on, Rock Metal Nation.